Hello everyone, this is your weekly horoscope, Aries. That project that you've been procrastinating for months and months finally gets up on its feet when the sun connects with Uranus on the 11th. Act fast once you feel the hit of inspiration, as this energy is to lean into, not to take for granted. Though there's still some quirkiness with how everything fits into your schedule, you have the momentum, so go with it. This week mantra for you is up and onwards. Taurus. If your romantic life has been pretty stagnant over the last few weeks, expect things to take a turn when the sun connects Uranus on the 11th. This is a great transit for updating photos on your Hinge profile, scheduling an impromptu date night with your significant other, or just treating yourself to a night of love and self-care. You're learning more and more about the differences between what you want and what you need, and it's okay to have a little bit of both. This week's mantra for you is I deserve sweetness. Geminis. Mercury retrograde continues to bring ex-lovers out of the archives for you. And though it might seem pointless to revisit some of these failed connections, you never know. It could be a healing to meet up and get an apology from someone who's now realized how deeply they broke your heart. As Venus squares off with Mars on the 16th, brace yourself for a deep, cathartic conversation. This week's mantra is I'm ready for anyone and anything. Cancerians. Your anxiety has been through the roof lately, and the only thing that's been able to calm you down and cut through the worry is keeping as busy as possible. And truly, you are booked. But as the sun connects with Uranus on the 11th, you get an unexpected moment to take a break and have a tender heart-to-heart with a close friend. If you need to cry, let it all out. This week's mantra for you is I deserve release. Leos. You thought you were several years out from the raise or increase in your retirement fund, but as the sun connects with Uranus on the 11th, you get a surprise boost in your cash flow. This may come as an opportunity to pick up more shifts or take on a freelance project. So if an offer comes, run with it. Mercury is still retrograde, so there may be confusion about invoicing or the payment schedule, but despite delays, abundance is coming your way. This week's mantra for Leos is I deserve abundance. Virgos. It's back to school time. Whether you're starting grad school or your kid is off to kindergarten, it's your favorite time of the year. The syllabus is set, the perfect pilot pens are acquired, and you haven't yet had a chance to get behind on homework yet. As the sun connects with Uranus on the 11th, you're inspiring to dig into a book or dive into some research. It's never a waste of time if you're learning. This week's mantra for you is there's so much I still don't know. Libras. This week's transit forces you to face your shadow side. What self-sabotaging behaviors are preventing you from living your best life? As the sun connects with innovative Uranus on the 11th, you have a breakthrough during a therapy or meditation session. But what comes next is the integrating this newfound wisdom into your day-to-day life. Time to bring this into the light. This week's mantra for Libras is I deserve peace. Scorpions. Whether you're looking for a new job or struggling to own your power in your current position, this week comes with an opportunity to bond with some unlikely allies. The friend of a friend who emails you with an ideal job opportunity. The quiet co-worker who's secretly been on your side this whole time. Don't shy away from these advances. Gather your team. This week's mantra for Scorpios is I am not alone. Sagittarians. As the sun connects with disruptive Uranus on the 11th, you may experience a sudden shift in your work responsibilities or routine. This is a positive change, freeing you from annoying obligations so you have more time to work on what's really important to you. Celebrate your freedom with your partner or best friend over the weekend. You deserve it. This week's mantra is I deserve freedom. Capricornians. Inspiration hit as the sun connects with innovative Uranus on the 11th. This week is one for driving into your creativity Whether it's starting a ceramics class, committing to daily journaling, or just free drawing with your kids. Play is an important part of your self-development. How can you make sure there's more of it in your life? This week's mantra for Capricornians is, if it isn't fun, I am not doing it. Aquarians, the nest egg you've been praying for arrives as the sun connects with Uranus on the 11th. A family member comes through with cash you need to get a bigger apartment, make a down payment, or catch up on back rent. Lean into this offer while it's available and while others are willing to be extra generous. It's okay to accept support. This week's mantra for Aquarius is, I deserve support. Pisces, you've been putting off a tough conversation with your boyfriend or business partner because you're nervous to hear their side of the story. But as the sun connects with Uranus in your social sectors on the 11th, you find that it all goes down smoother than you expected. Phew! How can you tend to your nerve system so you don't get this twisted up over something in the future? This week's mantra for you is, the first step is untying the knot. Thank you so much for watching this video, and to know about your detailed horoscopes, check out our application. Link is in the description. See you again.